Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm gonna continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're gonna give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
What's up? What's up, guys? AEW Air Order. It's Thursday, the last day of August. We're heading to the September. A few more months left of 2023. Yay! What's up, guys? Welcome to my Wrestling and Sports channel, laying a smackdown of wrestling and sports. This is a channel for you wrestling fans and sports fans. This is wrestling and sports content, obviously. If you're new here, do that subscribe thing. Subscribe, obviously. Help me get to 500 subs, please. I really would appreciate it. Oh, I forgot to do something. Excuse me, Raw. Yeah, so this is a show for you guys. Like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff, please. Nope. I don't want to leave. And we're good. So, yeah, okay. On the show, very jam-packed show. Instead of one prediction show, we're going to two prediction shows and preview and predictions. PMP. And why is that? We're going to give you two of them because we got two big pay-per-view events, one from WWE and one from AEW. Saturday and Sunday. This upcoming Saturday and Sunday. Payback for WWE and All Out for AEW. And so, with that in mind, we're going to do the show together. It's not going to be a separate stream for each pay-per-view. We're going to combine the two together. So we're going to go, obviously, one. We're going to do one, then the next one after. Okay? And please do me a favor. Like I said, please. Please. Really, it really would help me out. Help me get to 340 subs. Hi, Degrassi. Okay. Let's get into the show, guys. Let's get into the prediction show for both WWE Payback and AEW All Out. And let me edit this. I don't know if I can edit the title. Shit. I can't edit the title. I can do on YouTube, edit the title, but I'm too lazy to. Okay. So, what show we're gonna do first? Well, since WWE is so their pay-per-view, the premium live event on Peacock or network, wherever you get your live events, your pay-per-view shows shown to you, that's gonna be first. Since their pay-per-views are on Saturdays, their premium live events on Saturday, we're gonna go to WWE Payback first. We're gonna do that first, and then we'll do All Out after AEW All Out. We're gonna talk some things that some stuff that affected the original plan for All Out. Has to do with a certain individual who is suspended. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. And feel free to come on the show. Oh yeah, the sunlight. Yeah, it's the sunlight. Okay. Yeah, sunlight's beaming in. Let's do this. All right. A lot of pictures I have for today. A lot of pictures. Payback. Payback. September 2nd, this Saturday. WWE Payback. One, two, three, four, five, six. 6 matches are on the card, and a segment is also scheduled to take place on the card, which is very rare. Segments are usually very rare on a pay-per-view card, but we're gonna have one for this event. We're gonna have a segment on this event, and it's a big segment, obviously. So let's get right into the segment first. We're gonna do the segment, and then we're gonna do the matches for Payback. So the segment is we're gonna have Cody Rhodes on Grayson Waller's the Waller Effect, his little talk show. So his guest is gonna be Cody Rhodes, and it's probably gonna be one of those things where Grayson's gonna sarcastically be a jerk to him, interview questions, but in a sarcastic way, and it's probably gonna lead to questions like, "What's next for Cody Rhodes? What's next in his story that he has?" Hi, Anthony. He has written out for him, and he needs to continue in his imaginary book. So that's what probably is going to take place. Grayson Waller is probably going to ask him that, and then stuff is probably going to go down. Now, let's remember these two superstars are opposite brands. They're assigned to opposite brands. Cody is a Raw superstar, and Grayson is a SmackDown superstar. But obviously, on the pay-per-view, it's cross-branded, so there's no brand-specific pay-per-view. So on the pay-per-view, they could be together. They could appear on the same show. And just look at that smile. Okay. So, there's obviously I'm not gonna have a prediction here, win or lose, because it's not a match. It's not a match. But it's a setup. Cody Rhodes was next for him. Maybe it's for Grayson Waller, even though they're on different brands. I don't know. Maybe they're setting something up. No, I would not. I wonder how John Cena comes into play. John Cena is scheduled to come back to WWE tomorrow on SmackDown. Yeah, John Cena is scheduled to be back on SmackDown tomorrow. He's not scheduled to appear at Money in a Payback, but that cannot change. That can change. You never know. He is scheduled to appear the next 7 SmackDowns for the next 7 weeks. So that's longer than usual. But I don't think it has anything to do with Payback. So what the segment is? Well, I just think it's gonna lead to something for next for Cody Rhodes. He's finished with Brock Lesnar. He got a little bit with the Judgment Day, but I think something new for Cody Rhodes to do. Okay, let's go to the matches now. The actual matches on the card. Rey Mysterio the newly crowned U.S. title, United States Championship, against the previous champion, the former champion, Austin Theory, in a rematch. Right? Now, Austin Theory, remember, he won this number one contendership match over LA Knight. So, basically meaning that he is in line for the championship match, in which he's getting at Payback. Now, I don't think. I think with Ray, him as United States champion, and part of the LWO, and originally it was supposed to Santos Escobar. Escobar. It's supposed to be his chance, his choice. I know he says him and Ray was on the Grace and the Fat a couple weeks ago that him and Ray are good. I don't think that's true at all. I think down the line is Santos Escobar and LWO are going to turn on Ray. It's just something, very common happens in wrestling. I think that's the story down the line. Ray is betrayed by Santos. Santos takes the U.S. title off Ray at some point in the future, and maybe that title goes to LA Knight or something. I think that's a long-term plan for the United States Championship. And Rey Mysterio. Austin Theory, on the other hand, I don't know what needs to be done. Better material, the right for him. Better material for him to say. Delivery better. I don't know what he needs. He's good in the ring, but he's missing something. And you could clearly tell WWE felt that even when he was a champion. He's missing. There's something he's missing. I don't know. Like, he could be a little charismatic. He does have a little bit of charisma. Charismatic. But oh my god, I used to say it. But I don't know. It's just something that's missing. I don't doubt. Like in the ring, his ring shows is good. He's young still. He has a bright future. This match, I don't think it's a match. I don't think there's gonna be a new champion here. So I'm gonna go with Rey Mysterio retaining the U.S. title over Austin Theory here, because I just said about Rey and Santos Escobar and LWO with that stuff potentially in the future, where I think Santos and LWO is gonna turn away. And yeah, whatever. Next, we got the Raw Women's title match between Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's title championship. Now, this match has been brewing for a while. The whole storyline going in, it was Rhea Ripley was responsible for Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan to give up the women tag team titles. And Raquel was not happy about it. She had to, she was not medically cleared technically by the doctors, but she was still involved in the storylines. Rhea took out Liv Morgan, right? Liv Morgan is faking a kayfabe injury, not a real injury. Okay? And Raquel is pissed. Right? It's angry. Now, I'll tell you one thing. These two in real life, this is breaking character stuff. They are best friends. But this is wrestling, guys. In character, they're not best friends. They're rivals right now. Right? And now I'm glad Raquel Rodriguez is getting her shot. I'm glad Rhea Ripley is finally taking on someone who to me is a serious threat than her past competition. Like, no disrespect to Zelina, Natalia, Candice, or Indy Hartwell, whoever she's faced since she won the title. There were just no threats. I know Natalia gave her a good match on Raw, a really good match, but you even knew, like, yeah, she's still not a threat, right? Now, why is Raquel Rodriguez a bigger threat to Natalia than those 3 or 4 names I mentioned? Well, she's big and strong, and Rhea Ripley is also big and strong. So this is not someone where Rhea Ripley can easily dominate with her size, okay? Because she's facing somebody who's actually, I believe, taller than her and might be stronger than her, and has actually beaten her in NXT. Now, NXT, you could the NXT days with between these two, so you can throw that out the door. It doesn't really mean anything until the main roster. Or the main roster. Rhea Rodriguez is a badass in NXT. So is Rhea. Rhea is still badass. Now, Rhea Ripley here, she's, what she has to, Judgment Day, I say she's a de facto leader. She's gonna be copied by Dom, Dirty Dom, or who calls her mommy, and then they're implying people are implying they have a bit of a intimate relationship. Obviously, one like look at her, she's hot, right? Look at that. Yeah, she could dom me any day. But this is going to be a hard hitting match because these two are very similar in their style of wrestling. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything creative or fancy. They're not fancy fighters. They're not going to be ones that are going to do high. They're not going to do high flying moves. They're not going to jump over the ropes. They're not going to go through the ropes. They're just going to go punch, punch, kick, kick, brawling each other. That's their style. Their style of wrestling is basically the same. So it's going to basically be a fight in a wrestling kind of way. They're just going to try to beat the hard hitting and like stuff like that. You're not going to see any like fancy stuff. And now Rhea Ripley has to deal with the issues of Judgment Day because there's obviously issues with Judgment Day with Damon Priest, Finn Balor. It has to involve JD McDonough. But even though there might be problems with Judgment Day, it's not going to affect this match. I think Rhea Ripley retains here. Rhea Ripley will not. It's too early for her to lose the title. With a couple of weeks, I could definitely see being a champion one day. One day, I could definitely see him being a champion, but it's not today or Saturday. It's not Saturday, and it's not the right time. Next match. Now, there's not a lot of matches on this card. Well, we got LA Knight versus The Miz. No title on the line, nothing, no belt on the line. But there's a lot on the line here. LA Knight proving he's the biggest star in The Miz. The whole thing with Miz and LA Knight is that Miz is jealous of the popularity of LA Knight and how over LA Knight is. The crowd has himself a megastar. When The Miz is strictly a super jealous wrestler, basically saying, how's this guy a megastar? I've done movies, I've done this in Hollywood, stuff like that, blah blah blah, stuff like that, and he claims he's not jealous. I had to work for everything, blah blah blah. No, he was jealous. He's jealous, and on Raw, he came out in LA Knight's he dressed up as LA Knight and did classic LA Knight gestures and quotes, all that stuff. He mocked LA Knight on Raw. He's done before. He's done with John. He's mocked John Cena. He's mocked The Rock before in the past. He's doing it with LA Knight. Miz is like the type of guy now. His role in WWE is to be the other guy to get somebody that they really like over. Okay? You're such a good hand. We respect you're such a good hand. You're so good at this. We want you to help get this superstar over. Make this superstar over. This wrestler over. Okay, we want you to do that. And that's what they use him for. Right? That's what they use the Miz for. A good helping hand to help other wrestlers get over. Newer wrestlers, mostly. And that's the point here. LA Knight's huge, man. Like, me and DL, we discuss this all the time on our streams. And you can listen to other wrestling fans or reviewers, whatever. He's over as hell, man. The fans love him. He's good in the ring. He has great quotes. He has a total package. Okay? Sorry about that. And that's why, obviously, like I said, Miz is here to get him over, to help, the stuff like that. Even though everybody is over, the Miz doesn't help him to get over. I think the the legendary, the great Bray Wyatt help 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 LA Knight's WWE career to get over too. Because I think in that feud with Bray in early 2023, late 2022, early 2023, really helped show the wrestling world, the wrestling universe, not just people in NXT, not just a small wrestling universe, but the more wider, broader audience, what LA Knight is all about. And I think people gravitated towards that and thought, well, this guy's really good, man. He knows how to get the people's attention. I think the stuff of Bray Wyatt really helped him there, and you can see it. That's why obviously here, that's why my prediction. So my prediction, obviously here, my answer will be LA Knight on the left. LA Knight's gonna get the win here. LA Knight, yeah. Over the Miz. Hey, what's up, Nate? What's up? Okay. I know. I don't think that the footage has been released, but I know there's footage. Okay. All right. Cage match between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. Finally, it looks like this is coming to an end after 3 or 4 months. 3 to 4, 5 months actually. Basically a couple weeks after WrestleMania. Right? This is coming to an end. Now, everybody thought it was going to end on Raw in Winnipeg, but no. This is... I know this story between Trish and Becky, I know a lot of people are for it, and a lot of people are against it. Like, some people find it interesting, some people find it boring. I'm a little in between. Sometimes I find it fun, and sometimes I find it boring. I think I'm just glad seeing Trish back for 3 or 4 months. Like, she doesn't come back for one match. She just came back for a couple matches. This is like her longest run since she retired, or first retirement back in 2006. She's after 2006, she's done some stuff in between, but not to the extent like this. And I'm glad she's back, and she still looks good. She can still do it, man. She hasn't missed a beat. She can still wrestle, man. Okay, and this is really helping Zoe Stark to get over her protege, I can say, right? Zoe Stark is getting over because of her. I mean, Zoe Stark, people love Zoe Stark in NXT. The problem with Zoe Stark was how comfortable she felt on the mic and stuff like that. That was her weakness. And we're starting to see that build over time, her gaining confidence. And this story is really helping her. You just don't... WWE doesn't just put a random women's superstar and arguably the two most iconic superstars feud for no reason. There's a reason why they have Zoe Stark there. They're very high on Zoe Stark. They seem unlimited potential with Zoe Stark. The only thing they need to get Zoe Stark's what need to get Zoe Stark to the next level is probably the mic work, stuff like that. And when she's getting the promo work. But this is not really about Zoe Stark. This is about Trish and Becky. This is like the first time Becky finally gets her hands on Trish, right? Like, where she doesn't have to worry about Zoe Stark, even though cage match is supposed to keep opponents out or keep your opponent in, interference out and keep your opponent in. But you all know they're all know in cage matches. Zoe's going to try to find a way to get in. But this is the match. This is the final match of this feud. That's why it's called Payback. It's a cage match. This is the... Otherwise, you wouldn't do a cage. Yeah, Becky goes over. Becky wins. Becky beats Trish Stratus. And Becky moves on to whatever's next. And I don't know what that is. Now we got the... Well, he's not. Well, Randy Orton's hurt right now, so I don't know. He has a longer career than Roman Reigns. I mean, like, Roman Reigns has been in WWE for 10 years. Orton's been there for 20 years. But this match is for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Judgment Day and Finn Balor. Oh, I got Nate on. Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay.
Hello, my friend.
Oh, hello. Hello.
It's
Green
been a
Lantern.
yeah. You know it. You know who I represent.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Okay. So okay. Now this tag team match has been building for some time. Now there's problems with it. The Judgment Day. Okay, there's problems with the Judgment Day. Finn Balor and Damon Priest don't trust each other because of JD McDonough's involvement. This
Mhm.
could go either two ways. This this is not a guaranteed kind of match, in my opinion.
Mhm.
This could be where JD McDonough costs him the title match, or helps him win the title match.
Or I have another. There's another option they could do. They could do like a Stone Cold thing and have JD, and then he's injured, and we don't know how long that will be, and then Jaden McDonough will join in, and then he will be in the Judgment Day, and but then when Damian Priest comes back, he know who did it, which was JD McDonough. But then he has to. But then in the middle, you got Rhea and Dom, who they're gonna side with, because you could see with Finn, if he got even better now because McDonough is there, they're gonna have to. It's gonna be like literally a civil war. But the person who's gonna be in the middle of it is Rhea and Dom. Who they're going to side with? Are they going to side with Madonna and Balor, or they're going to side with Damian Priest?
Rhea did say if on Raw there will be changes made if things don't go their way.
Mm-hmm. But I believe in my heart this is where they're going to let Damian Priest branch up on his own.
Yeah,
he's going to be the baby face.
Yeah. That's the thing is I don't want Judgment Day to break up. They're the best. They're kind of the best thing on Raw right now.
Yeah, I mean I agree with you on that standpoint, and I totally understand it. But here's from this standpoint, you already know what's going to happen. The seats are already in place.
But that's wrestling, man. The seeds are in place. It's just sometimes they like to trick you. They like to plant seeds and then go the other way direction. I think because I could see this going on for some time. I could see Judgment Day being the War Games match at Survivor Series.
I would totally like that. See, but then who are you gonna have against that? Like,
that's a good. Well, Kevin and Sammy, maybe if they could. I don't know. That's a good question.
Like Kevin and Sammy. Then you have Ray. In there. Then
no, Ray's on the other brand. I don't know.
Yeah, but you could have that one. You could have that one time.
That's true.
So you could have Bad Bunny in there in that situation. Make something.
I don't know.
I know it's frustrating. I know.
Well, they need Judgment Day. We need a fourth male member.
They already have a fourth McDonough.
Well, he's not really part of Judgment. Well, at the time he would be, yeah, but now they don't trust him. Obviously,
no. There's only one person who don't trust him, and that's Damian Priest.
I don't think they trust Finn. They don't trust Finn right now
because Finn is being a total dictator.
He's doing
emphasis on that word.
I don't know. I think I still going to lean Sammy and Kevin Owens winning here.
I want. It's hard because on one hand I want to keep it intact, but then on the other hand, we already run its course with Sammy and what's his face?
Kevin.
Yeah, Sammy and Kevin. I really like them as enemies better, and I think because of the situation, it's gonna. I'm torn. I'm very torn right now because I really want them to keep Sammy and Kevin as tag team champions because I want the DIY reunion, and that would be a freaking WrestleMania matchup, especially in the Royal Rumble. DIY versus
They need that.
Oh God, that'll probably be one of my. I've been crossing my fingers for this match for like the longest time.
Okay, yeah, I'm going Sammy and Kevin here, I guess. That's main event. We got Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, this is a guaranteed Seth Rollins win. They're not taking a title off Seth Rollins here.
No, actually, yes, it's a guaranteed Seth Rollins win, but I believe that this will be the cash in where you have JD McDonough and what's his face going there. Then you have Priest cash in his money to break on Rollins, and he becomes the world champion.
Well, that could happen, where because like Seth Rollins may want to take
Because that
off.
back injury is a real thing, and they want to they want to get him, and they want to give him time off so he can heal.
Yeah,
what better way to use it?
Could happen. They maybe want him back for maybe like Seth Rollins take some time off and have him, maybe heal back for, I don't know, like Royal Rumble time maybe, or at least WrestleMania time. I don't know how long he would need, but to have him take some time off, that's a possibility here. Like Shinsuke is not going to win here. Seth is going to win, but he's going to be badly hurt because Shinsuke is going to target the back.
The one thing that bothers me about this, that angers me, they should have pulled the trigger even before all this. I mean, when he won the Royal Rumble, you should have let him win. No disrespect. You should have let him win. And then we could have had a great moment with AJ and Shinsuke having like who wants to match more.
Yeah.
Ugh. But typical Vince McMahon fashion, he went with the dirty heel.
I mean, they had a chance to.
They could under Vince, it would never happen.
They had a chance to make Shinsuke really at that time. They had a chance to make Shinsuke a real legitimate threat because they kind of ruined him against Jinder Mahal.
Yes, but let this sink in. Let this sink in. It's Vince McMahon.
I know. He's not really winning it anymore. So
even though he is not running it anymore, he's gonna have a hand in it. It's Vince. We always say that Vince won't go away because he loves the business. No, Vince won't go away because he wants to pick apart literally everything they had.
Yeah, that's pretty much all my WWE stuff. 6 matches is Payback.
I think they're gonna add more stuff.
Maybe on SmackDown. I don't know. Maybe on SmackDown. They add something.
I know. It's just like it's so lackluster. This pay-per-view is so lackluster.
Yes, it is.
It's like you want to be invested in it, but you be like, why should I care? I don't care about this. People are gonna care
about SmackDown just because Cena's on it.
Yeah, because it's John Cena.
Yeah.
I mean, duh. Listen, if I had an option, I would have John Cena face off against Grayson Waller. At least it would be a good match.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what the plans are for John Cena. That's the thing. They have him for 7 weeks. I don't know what his plans are. We'll find out.
You could do a lot. You could do a lot in 7 weeks.
Yeah, you could have him as 7 weeks. The next pay-per-view is Hell in a Cell. That's actually in the beginning of October. It might be a chance. But yeah, now we got All Out from AEW. Now this pay-per-view has been poorly built too, because they're focused on All In, obviously. It's just this Sunday in Chicago, and no, CM Punk is not going to be there because he's been suspended.
Which makes no sense to me.
They had to because he got into the fight.
No,
you have to.
It makes. Listen, we have seen Britt Baker politic the entire women's division. We have seen the Elite run roughshod.
If you get physical, you get suspended no matter what.
You get physical. This is listen. It all started with one man, which was Hangman Adam Page and the Elite going into dirt sheets, talking nonsense about CM Punk. All he wanted to do was build this company and make it better. That's all he wanted. And yet you're punishing him for something that Jack Perry had a hand in it and CM Punk had a hand in it. But I would not suspend both of them. If you wanna settle it in the freaking ring.
You can't settle in the ring because it's backstage.
Why not?
Stuff.
Why not?
Because it's backstage stuff. That was real.
But there's a lot. Have we forgotten in the early days before the Attitude Era began, with the situation with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, backstage stuff brought into the actual ring. Come on now.
I had to.
No, did you have to? Did you? Not really. You didn't.
Yeah, but Bret Hart's more professional than Shawn. He was willing to this stuff was heated a moment. He couldn't bring in the ring because it was already on the pay-per-view card.
But everything. This was before. Remember Sunny Days?
Yeah, but it's different now. If you get physical, if CM Punk didn't get physical, I don't think he would have got suspended again. It's like sports. If you get physical, you get suspended.
But then who get the first move? Yeah, there's either no. First in sports, you get a fine for the first one. Second, you get a suspension.
Yeah,
CM Punk just get suspension instead of a fine. I just don't want to. I don't want. He's picking and choosing who to suspend and who to not. It just makes no sense to me. That's why I have a bad feeling about AEW as a whole, because Tony Khan is a fanboy. No disrespect. I'm a fan too. But when you're a fan and you're running a business, you gotta decide which part you want to do. There are certain moments you could be a fan, but most times you gotta do business. And he is not doing business. He's picking and choosing. Freaking hell! The situation with MJ with all the.
I agree with you there with Tony Khan, but you cannot let CM Punk win the show either. Like Collision. You can't let us. They let
the elite run the show in Dynamite.
The problem with the elite is they gave him executive. I don't know, principal. I don't know, EVPs. They give him that kind of power. I think that was a mistake. You don't give wrestlers that kind of power either.
So whose fault is that?
That's Tony Khan's. You don't
exactly.
Yeah, I agree with you on Tony Khan. I think he's too much of a fanboy. He needs to be a boss at times.
But the thing about it is, and also another problem that I have as a whole with AEW is that you don't have contenders. You don't have challengers for titles. You just pick a random person and they go for the title. I'm like, what? Why? What's the point? Why would you listen?
They do that in WWE too.
Not as much, but they build. Say, look at what happened with Gable. Gable has been building himself.
Yeah,
week by week. That's what happened with
but Gable.
Week by week. Sorry,
I'm just saying with the Gable stuff, Gunther should not give him another title match because Gable won that title match on a countdown. The Lex Luger stuff.
No,
that's terrible booking. That's terrible booking.
No. It's not terrible booking. No. Think about it from this perspective. He was perceived as the most dominant intercontinental champion ever, and was undefeated. Even though it was a countout, it was still a loss for Gunther. And he wants to erase that loss by hurting Gable.
I know Gunther. Yeah, that's. I get it from Gunther's perspective, but I just don't. If that's the case, don't make it a title match. Shouldn't make that a title match.
No, you got to make it a title match because, listen, from Gunther, he knows Gunther has to beat him. He has to beat him.
Gunther will beat him.
Of course, Gunther will beat him. But
I'm surprised it's not on the pay-per-view card. But oh well.
But like I said, of course, I agree with you on that standpoint. But Gunther needs to beat him from this standpoint because he's getting cocky now. You're seeing the hubris of Gunther coming out
because he knows about the hockey talk stuff. It's like
but you can see the hubris coming out, and you can see it's going to you could see Kaiser and Vladi. I can't say his name like that. You could see. You could see.
Kaiser, whatever his name. I mean,
I call him Kaiser. I call him Kaiser. Just the other guy.
Fabian Eichner, whatever his name is. Fabian Eichner.
No, I know him as Eichner.
Or Da Vinci, they call him now. Da Vinci.
Vinci, whatever his name is. I don't care. The bald dude.
Yeah,
you could see they're going side eye with Gunther. Even though they're defending, you could see the look on their faces.
Oh
yeah, they're getting tired of Gunther's crap.
Yeah,
and like I said, Gable, I don't care what anybody says. I've been saying this for years that this man is literally the new Kurt Angle, and I've been saying this back at NXT.
Yeah,
and yet
true. That's true.
Yeah, this guy, it's just crazy. And if he wins this title, I'm telling you, he's gonna be Kurt Angle. It's gonna be a Kurt Angle moment right there.
Certainly, I agree with you. Everybody said Gable Stevenson's gonna be the Kurt Angle. No, Gable Stevens.
No. Gable Stevens would be like the Shelton Benjamin.
Yes. He hasn't been on TV since.
Of course, because they botched his debut. Literally, you're gonna debut.
They sabotage his career right away.
Oh yeah,
they're trying to make him the next Kurt Angle.
They cannot do that. Listen, you already had one. It's Gable. Just give it to Gable. Just make him be him.
And they finally realized that with Gable. They finally realized with Gable because he's been on the main roster for years and they never let him shine until now. Until he started his Alpha Academy stuff.
2 words. Shorty G.
Shorty G. Yeah, that's true. That was bad.
Cringe. It was cringe. But I'm glad with Otis at his side and even Maxine Dupree, she's getting over because of Gable.
Yes.
And I'm really enjoying it, and I really want I want
him to win too. I want him to win the match Monday. I want him to win against Gunther, but I don't think he's not going to.
Yeah, because I feel like there's gonna be that situation where you're gonna say, "Oh, there's gonna be a sabotage," or Kaiser's gonna cheat. It's gonna help him cheat to win.
I hope not.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Gunther could win on his own because it's been shown at times he's won on his own without the help.
But you could see he's scared. But you could see,
he's scared.
He's scared of Gable.
Yeah,
he's scared of him.
He shouldn't be, man. He's faced stronger opponents than Gable.
No. See, but it's like with the same with Dragunov. Even though it's the same with Dragunov. Even though Dragunov is that type of guy. He got that guy. Gable's the same way. He literally German suplexed him. And he even was shocked.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. This is not official yet, but this is going to happen on Collision. Vicky Stark's going to challenge the Vicky Dragon Steamboat to a strap match. Now, this wasn't originally the plan. The original plan was Vicky Stark to face CM Punk. Again, at All Out.
I'll be okay with that.
But now since Punk is suspended, they're going to do this match. What's going to be announced on Collision, since technically Collision Saturday, so it's not official, but it's going to happen.
This was a terrible choice. I'm sorry. It's just a terrible choice.
I think if he didn't get physical, I don't think he was suspended. Listen, Jack Perry, from Jack Perry's standpoint, why are you facing off against a certified U.S. Martial arts fighter? I think Jack Perry's an asshole himself, from what I hear. Oh yeah, he's a dick. He's a dick. He has a dick face. I'm sorry. No, from what I hear, like backstage, from what I hear when he with fans and stuff, he's kind of an asshole himself. Oh yeah. And ironically, he's a bigger dick than MJF. MJF is not a dick in real life. I know, but that's the thing. That's funny. Yeah, I know. Like MJF is actually one like he comes off as a dick because he's usually in character a lot, but he's not a dick in real life. Like he's far from that. Yeah, he just plays his character. Yeah. He just plays a character, but there's people. I just don't understand this 4 pillars situation. I don't understand either. Like you already have MGF.
what are you doing with Guevara? He's becoming once again Jericho's lapdog.
Well,
You
that's gonna
got
change.
Darby
That's gonna
Allen. Darby Allen is facing off against with Swerve and the other guy.
Well, now with Luchasaurus or Kristen, whatever.
I listen. I don't understand. Listen, you have an opportunity to bring people to face off against Luchasaurus. I don't care about Christian. Christian could be a great mouthpiece for Luchasaurus. I'm okay with that. But listen, you got Archer, you got Miro, you got Keith Lee. But you got Keith Lee, you got Scorpio Sky. You got so many wrestlers you can bring. Hell, hey, Jake Hager, make him have a title match. You have all these wrestlers, but yet you're focusing on certain people that don't need to be there.
Okay, yeah. This is TBS Championship match. Chris Statler versus Ruby
Statler's gonna win.
Of course, Statler's gonna win this match.
Yeah.
It's gonna cause problems again with the Outcast. We're starting to see it. Tony Storm, Ruby, and Saraya.
Saraya is gonna be the face, and then you're gonna have Tony Storm and Ruby Soho do their tag team situation. I don't understand. It still makes no sense to me how they don't have women's tag team champions.
Yeah, that's true.
You have males tag team and trios tag team, which they took a page out of goddamn Lucha Underground, but we didn't talk about that right now.
The trio titles, yeah, that's a Lucha Underground thing. Yeah,
but yet you're not doing it for the women's division. What the heck is going on here?
Yeah, they're not doing much for the women's division.
Because Tony Khan don't give a crap about the women's division.
No, that's my advice. Like, if you want to go into women's, you go either Impact or go back to WWE. Impact
is better.
But yeah, but NXT does a good job of women, but they're young, usually young.
The
problem is Impact does a better job. It's just that I don't know if you can get the money. Because if you're a top tier free agent woman on the free agent women like Mercedes Moné, you ain't going to Impact.
Oh, she's going to Impact.
No, she's not.
She is. Listen, there are so many wrestlers from Mercedes to battle. Even her own friend Trinity. Yeah, you have Grace, you have Slamovich, you have
Trinity ain't Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné is mainstream. That's the difference.
Isn't she not mainstream?
Trinity compared to Mercedes Moné? No.
They're both the same. They're both the same.
No, they're not.
Mercedes Moné is, but the reason why Mercedes is more mainstream is because of Star Wars. And that's a good thing. But they're both in the same, they're both in like star power, they're in the same level. But the problem is
I don't know. Mercedes Moné has a lot more star power than Trinity. That's not on Trinity's fault. That's the WWE's fault. They kind of done a poor job with
Vince.
Yes, with Trinity.
Because you're focusing on Charlotte Flair, who sucks.
But yeah, I definitely got Chris Statler here versus Ruby Soho. Yeah, Chris Statler retains here. Dark Order is going to wrestle on the show, but this is not official yet. It's because of Rampage. There's I think it's a Battle Royal who's going to face MJF and Adam Cole at All Out, and Dark Order is the one that wins the match. So we're not going to have an AEW title match on All Out. We're going to have a tag team Ring of Honor title match. And no disrespect, this match should not go more than 5 minutes.
Don't be disrespectful to the Dark Order.
I have to. I'm sorry.
Don't be disrespectful to the Dark Order.
To me, it's disrespectful. I mean, it's disrespectful to Cole and MJF. Where they are in the totem pole.
Why not?
Because they're both AEW champions.
And
I mean, one was AEW champion. They're both in the main event. One's AEW champion. You're taking on the Dark Order.
Dark Order needs a win.
But they're not going to win here. They're not going to win against these guys.
Listen. There's going to be a miscommunication, and then you're going to have that rivalry between Cole and MJF Part 2 at All Out. I
don't think
Dark Order wins the title. Listen, what's the point of having them? What's the point of having them if we're not going to see the friction?
I think You're going to lose the titles to the Kingdom.
Oh,
Where the story is going. Dark Order is just going to be there, it's not a serious threat. Get an easy victory. I mean, maybe 10, 15 minutes because the matches are short. But eventually down the line, it's going to be the Kingdom. Take the titles off them because you can't have Dark Order. If you have Dark Order beating Cole in MJF, it has to be something like what you said.
you had the Gun Club.
It can't be clean. It can't be clean. If it's clean, it hurts these two.
You had the Gun beating the Acclaim.
Yeah.
And they were losers.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? You had the Guns losing that made them beat the Acclaim, and they were certified losers.
Not
losers.
With the Bullet Club now, they're not losers.
Oh God, stop! They are overrated as hell.
Yeah. Let's go to the next match. Darby Allin versus Luchasaurus. Darby, you gotta grow out the TNT title match. Title stuff, man. You grow out of it, man.
Take the L.
For who?
Darby's taking the L.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because I already know Swerve is gonna come in and bust him up. I already know. Well,
based on the results from All In, yeah, I think there's a good chance it could happen. I think that's
Oh, it's not gonna happen. It will happen. L.
Yes, Darby, you gotta grow out the TNT Championship stuff, man. That's all.
Once again, who's to blame for that? You know who is Darby Allin's creation? Who made Darby Allin what he is? Cody, and he's doing it out of spite. This is a spiteful move.
Yeah, Cody didn't make Darby Allin.
Exactly.
And you have to grow out Stig, man.
No, I'm telling you, this is gonna be the moment where Darby's gonna turn heel and he's gonna be not gonna be Crow Sting, but he's gonna be Wolfpack. And when he turns that heel, oh, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it.
We got Eddie Kingston here with Shibata, tag team match versus Claudio and Vita Yuta.
This is the one I have a question mark on.
What?
Because on one hand, I want Eddie to win, but I already know the rivalry between Claudio and Eddie.
Yeah.
So I would go with Claudio. I would go with Claudio.
The Blackpool. Yeah, I agree too. I think we're definitely down the line. We're gonna get Claudio versus Kingston for the Ring of Honor Championship. That's gonna that could go all the way to Final Battle, but that's a long way off.
I still don't understand why they use it. Listen, it just makes no sense to me. You got Ring of Honor championships in AEW. It makes no sense. It's confusing me.
I agree. But I kind of agree with you. I think I got Reader and Claudio winning here, and I don't know much to say. It's gonna the Kingston Claudio stuff is gonna continue on. They're gonna eventually have the 1-on-1 down showdown sometime. Maybe it's Full Gear. Maybe it's the Final Battle. I mean, it should be the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, those two. If it's a Ring of Honor belt, it should be a Ring of Honor. But, they like to have the Ring of Honor titles on their AEW cards for some reason. And that's where we're getting to the next one. Samoa Joe, the Ring of Honor television champion, versus Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor is a Ring of Honor staple for some time.
Sweet Tooth Joe for the win.
Yeah. There's nothing building up here. It's just, Shane Taylor's number one contender. There's no build up to this match. Yeah, Samoa Joe is not going to lose here. There's no way. This is the problem with this pay-per-view card. There's not a lot of build up.
It's just boring. And that's the problem. There's no build up. Nobody cares.
Then you got Hobbs and Miro. This one has a little bit of build up.
Hobbs is going to win. Hobbs is gonna win.
I kind of don't want either of them win because I think one loss could hurt the two of these. Hurt one of these.
Hobbs. No, the reason why I want Hobbs to win from this standpoint, because that's when Miro's gonna be at his lowest, and you know what's gonna pop up? CJ Perry, aka Lana.
I love it.
And that would be, I'm not saying he's going to be carrying Cross 2.0. I will not be disrespectful to him, but he will get it. And he must go after that TNT championship.
Yeah. Miro needs the TNT championship or something like that. Yeah, he needs to definitely go for a title. I like Powerhouse Hobbs too. He should go after the TNT title too, but I was hoping he would turn babyface, but obviously that wasn't the case.
He needs to be. He listen. The dude has that potential. He has potential to be like not a Stevie Ray, but he has Booker T like potential, and I've seen it.
I think Power Hobbs would be a huge star in WWE.
Yeah, imagine the powerhouse section, or I'm telling you, Hobbs would be great in NXT, especially with him and Breaker, and then you have Corbin and them. Woo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hobbs, I guess. I'm going with Hobbs
for story.
Yeah, I'm going with so the main event. This is not the main event. International title match between Orange Cassidy and Jon Moxley. Yeah, I was going to say that too, but
I'm sorry. I love Orange Cassidy, and he's been an outstanding international champion. But we all know that arm. He's going to use that arm against him, and he's going to submit him. Mox for the win.
I think it's time to take the title off Orange Cassidy and put on Moxley.
They should have done it with Jack Perry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would have done it with Jack Perry. Why you go for the FTW championship? It makes no sense to me.
It's a joke of a title.
It is a joke of a title. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, I definitely got Moxley winning here. It's time for Moxley to. I mean, it'd be big if Orange Cassidy wins here. It'd be his biggest win of his career because it is Moxley. But this is Moxley we're talking about. Last year he was main eventing All In.
Even though they did him dirty again.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree with you. Moxley needs to win here. Finally, we're getting Kenny versus Takasha at All Out. This is Takasha's basically him and Cass have been most of the time has been getting the best of Omega. Omega has been known to put others over.
I want this moment. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Hello? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello?
Sorry about that. But yeah, I want this moment. I want Kota Ibushi to turn on him. I want Ibushi to turn on him, and you have Takesha and Ibushi, and you could tell he'll be complaining, he'll be like so confused and hurt on why Ibushi hurt him. All you need to do is say nothing, because the boos will rain down.
Oh, Ibushi turning heel? Oh yeah.
Yes, Luke. You know, like I said, the story writes itself. Why would Ibushi comes out of nowhere? Why would Ibushi be in AEW all of a sudden? There has to be a reason.
Yeah.
And it has to be Don Callis. Come on now. It's right in front of you.
Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to go with Takasha. I think this would be a huge win for him, though.
Of course it will be a huge win, and I really like him a lot. I like him.
And Kenny's been known to put people over.
And that's some of the problems. When you so used to being putting people over, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get buried. But even though he's the EVP, you see the problem here.
Yeah, I know. You got the Bullet Club Gold versus FTR Young Bucks.
No, I don't care about this one. I don't care.
This match will be good though. I like Jay White.
We all know. I don't care. I think Jay White is a tad overrated. He's a tad overrated. From a wrestling standpoint, because he basically copies like literally every wrestler.
I mean, so does the Young Bucks.
I mean, of course, but I mean, like, but both of them are blatant. Don't get me wrong, both of them are blatant. But you could tell, like, there's like certain moments you'd be like, yeah, I seen that move before, you know.
But this is that Jay White is a character himself.
Young Bucks are a character of himself.
Yes.
But if I had to choose, if I want to be an upset person, I would go with Bullet Club Gold. But my heart is telling me it's going to be Young Bucks and FTR for the win.
I agree with you. I do think FTR Young Bucks will win here. We'll see if they really hash things up after All In. We'll really see, because we don't know that. We don't know. Wrestling every time some people hash things up, you really don't know if they really hash things up. Like we saw that with Jericho and Guevara. They said they apparently hashed things up, and then all of a sudden Jericho said something he didn't like, and Guevara, and are they really hashing things up? Are they really cool with each other? We don't know. This is wrestling for you guys.
Just separate freaking Guevara. Make him go after MJF for the title. I'm just tired of him being Jericho's lapdog, man.
For 3 years. Basically 3 years.
Stop.
For 3 years. Yeah, he's been his lapdog for 3 years.
Yeah, stop.
Since the beginning of Dynamite.
Yeah, stop. Let him go. Let him be his own person. And if he does win, he win on his own.
Yeah. It's definitely time for him to be his own man.
Mm-hmm.
Going singles babyface, whatever. I don't know. Going. Jericho doesn't need a faction anymore, in my opinion. He could go on his own as a heel. But yeah, I got FTR Young Bucks winning. I just Bullet Club Gold. I like Jay White. It's just Juice Robinson.
Everybody else sucks.
Yeah, like Juice Robinson can be funny. It's just to me they need a new member. That's like they should add a new member. I don't know who, but they need a new member. It's also like All Out. What else? Anything scheduled for new All Out?
I'm still surprised there's no women's championship.
Oh, yeah. Well, Soraya, yeah, they're not doing that. Yeah, Soraya's not on the card. She wasn't at Dynamite.
I don't know.
Yeah. Just gonna be a crazy. I don't know what's gonna go on with Soraya right now. Well, I'm gonna end it here, man. Because I got things to do at 8. You're going in and out. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, and comment below, and take care, guys.
All right, see you.